Hello guys, Master Monster here. Here to talk about I guess the state of the game. I don't know. Here to talk about, look over some decks and stuff I've done, or rather the deck I've done, a gameplay, and kind of talk about the state of the game. Because why not? Can count us here with their kind of shimmering dress. Kind of lures out as well. I read it. It was nice to see them focusing on something other than a new hero or you know, the typical, that's something out of the norm. Um, right. They'll probably do more of these and put more bundle packs out as well, I imagine. But we are looking at our decks. So I have deleted a ton of my decks. I had 26 decks trying to make a new deck. I wanted to make a Murdock deck, and I was like, oh crap! I either need to spend 200. Oh, you can't do it until you get max. You can't buy more decks. I don't think. Maybe I'll do it in the shop, but ooh, no, I hate when that happens. I've made some general decks just because I found that a lot of my decks were kind of overlapping on what they had, and so I decided to make a few general decks. So here they are. This is my general, what did I say, healer deck. There's growth, and whatever intellect. Just teleport to get you to lane. Quick as it, shredding strikes to kind of if you land strikes to kind of help the guys fall faster. Armor aura to help your teammates survive. Got the amplified aura and mana fountain as well as deadly mana. Just because you can never have enough mana when you're playing a support and trying to help your team out, especially like as Muriel or something. My Narbash Burst Heal deck, or just my Burst Heal deck in general, didn't even have to go on Narbash. They've taken out the Reflect card, the Thorned Army, and Gates of Salvation for whatever reason. They have these cards disabled. I don't know why they did that. Probably because this card was so broken when they buffed it, but I don't think it. I mean, I didn't see anyone trying to run solo Gates of Salvation before this went out. Like, the update happened, and then this came shortly afterwards, but I was the only one trying to do that. And I only got to do it once before everything got disabled, and then the other one is Thorned Army, which is on the Fury. Is it Fury or Chaos? Chaos. But the idea of this deck is just get Highwayman and go into the obviously the safe lane, and just kind of harass the enemy with their sexy dapper Highwayman, and like obviously get like either Radiant Healer, or if I'm Narbash and I already have like some sustain, I'll just go with a Light Step Vanguard because of the 100 mana. This just gives me extra health. Whereas Light Step Vanguard will give me more for stuns and stuff. And then you can go into Protected Sentry, all the while buying Lamplighters as needed. Sparkin's really nice. You and your target ally gain 50% of your missing health and mana. This could be good on any character, but especially this guy gives you 140 mana and 72 regen. Malkin's Grace is super. Actually, I didn't realize it gave you that much health. Holy crap! It gives you a whopping 455 health. I think that's more than some endgame cards. It shields you and your ally for 20%, 25% of your max health for 3 seconds. I tried using this in a different match as a support with my brother. I think he was playing Murdock. I tried using this to kind of go in, but that shield can still shred pretty fast. I think it's on a fairly 75. It's on a fairly short cooldown. 75 is kind of an average. Malkin's Prayers, I've seen a couple like Narbash's and stuff use this. It gives you even more. It gives you health, not as much as Malkin's, but you can obviously see if you were to stack these, you'd have about a little over about 600 health. Is that actually right? 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, you'll be have like 700, like 10, 15 health from that, which is quite a decent amount of health. You don't expect your more health, a little bit of damage, and the ability to see this. And this would obviously go in if I was dealing with like Kalari or Countess. I just kind of have this in here to have it in here. Vision isn't bad, especially if you hit someone and they just run off a fog wall and you're not really looking to pursue them. It can also work if you have your army and maybe a protective sentry and you place it down because there's a Kalari in lane and you know they're nearby. You place it down, you see them, you hit them, and before they go out the ward range. That's how this one works out. I need to go through these faster if I'm taking this long. Standard carry damage deck. I thought, you know, carries is about the same, so I decided to go Death Fairy, kind of, you know, standard cards, wealthy if I wanted to try to be the risky farmer. Yeehaw. The Speed Burst, the Guard Piercer, Hellfire, Swamp Walker. I honestly didn't know if I wanted Swamp Walker or not. And then I said, oh, well, I'm going 1 green for this. I might as well put in something like this, and then like this for end game flash. If I see someone else running it, I might just go to it just because it's that broken. And Shadow Golems, standard carry. Do I have a heavy hitter? Yeah, I do. Alright. This is probably really good though. You know, standard Ruthless, Lifesteal, Piercing, Bounty Stalker, because I didn't want to do the whole pursuer thing. It doesn't really help you kill anyone faster, it just helps you stay on them. And in a situation where they're on you, Bounty Stalker would help you kill them faster. Healing and then damage reduction, because why not? Healing towers is awesome. And then my basic jungle deck that I made it basic power because there's other junglers that use spells and stuff, like Countess and stuff. You can jungle with them. For that, I'd make a specific deck. But Jungle Assassin, Jungle Lifesteal, Fast Travel, Damage Reduction, Damage Return, and Mana Generator. I figured if you're a melee character, especially Chimera, you need to get that mana back. Back in the days, you used to run that one card on a hit every give me mana, keep Chimera pretty much stocked up my mana a bunch of the time. But that, I would go green black, Call of the Week, Mother Tree, Flame of Zection again because it's and Growth Totem because they can become free cards, and they're just Zection. I figured for some of the other less strong like Countess and stuff, this could have been really good. Take green buff instantly eventually instead of having to hit it. Guard Piercer for, you know, just melee damage. I kind of threw that in. That's the last card. I was debating what I should run, and that's what I came up with. It's kind of Tyrant because it's probably the best damage card out there. Also gives you health when you get that max stack. Veil Stepper for the ganks. Also it was an agility vitality card, so I might as well put it in. It gives you the 8.8 health regen. Great for sustaining and then ganking on lanes. Swift Hunter is amazing. I used it in one match and I was just like, you know, I'd pop a minion in lane, run, pop gold buff, go through the jungle, pop and just pop one jungle minion, keep rotating. When you're able to kill minions really quickly, you know, looking to rotate through lanes, it can really help you out, just rotating like a ton. And you only really need to kill one. 10 seconds is enough to get you through the jungle if you kill a minion and run, or gold buff and drop. Thunder Cleaver, because this is kind of for a melee deck, so I figured extra damage, clear the jungle wave even faster. Just a little bit of tankiness. This is kind of a tank deck. It's like a semi-tank. You know, you got your got mostly sustain. I mean, there's some tankiness here and there, a little bit of armor. It's kind of like a hybrid deck. I got a little bit of tankiness with damage reduction and damage return here, as well as life. Do I have lifesteal? No, I didn't put that on. I put fast travel on. It's mana generator and stuff lifesteal. That was a decision I made. Another one of the tribe, obviously, because it can give you a ton of power when you're there. trying to help out your team. And then onto the deck I used today. Those were just my general decks. The only decks that survived the reaping are the Victor Jungle, the Jungle Carry, because it's slightly different. You know, I don't know why I kept this deck. Probably just because of this, and then the Onslaught. I'm not sure why I kept this. It's pretty the same. I don't know. I might just say, you know what, I'll just use this for him, but I might just tune this up a little bit more to make it different. But this is my Murdock deck. It's funny how my decks that I've kept were more carry decks. And speaking of carry decks, that's what I like to kind of go over. So the current thing people have been running is like Unstable Cyborg. You guys don't know, it looks like, oh, it looks like this. You know, I might just talk about the decks today, and then do the video later. So this is Unstable Cyborg. It gives you a lot of basic armor, and it procs every 0.4 seconds. 20% chance to deal 125 ability damage to only right here when taking damage. It should there needs to be some major changes to this card. It's maybe just take down, maybe just increase the passive time to a 0.7 second thing, and just decrease the AoE damage. And I think they should tell you when there's AoE effects, like all nearby, it should be nearby, and there should be a parentheses with the unit range, because the nearby of Unstable Cyborg is way bigger than Amplified Engineer. If you guys haven't used Amplified Engineer, I used it on a Yin deck, and that was I was like expecting it. It's like a small radius, probably even less than where is it? I have red. It should be here. Probably less than Outlander. 1,500 unit range is a fair amount, but it's less than that. It's probably only it's probably less than 1,000 units, probably 750 units, which I don't know if I agree with that. Maybe they switched the two of these around, because this has a more of a range that you'd expect from a Unstable Cyborg to kind of emit, and then with this one, I mean, you're a caster. It basically only makes this kind of viable. I'd like this to be, you know, viable for actual casters to use. Maybe increase the range on it a bit, and then decrease the range on this. Other things that people are complaining about are carries. Like I said, they're just complaining about people tanking. The tanks will take this. Like they said, they'd also take it. One of the tries provides 420 health and a ton of power. I don't take. Do I have one of the tribe on here? Yeah, I do have one of the tribe on here. I also have Deathcrawler, but I don't even like Deathcrawler on here. I never use it ever. I need to change my gens up. There's a few adjustments I need to make here. The lifesteal doesn't work out for me on this. I'd rather have mana generator, because I see lifesteal, I'm like, you know, like, but and I've been running out of mana, so I want to go with that instead. Just change it up a bit. Healing Tower is great. Armored's on here because I do have Dune Winds, and I want it on here for when if I do decide to go Dune Winds. Spell Shield is also on here because of Dune Winds. I've never actually hit Spell Shield before. Suppose if I hit Dune Winds and got super late game. What other options do I have? Could've gone Mana Fountain. Blade Turn. I think Blade Turn's a better option here, actually. And we're gonna just go Blade Turn. There's been a few times where, you know, you shotgun people away and they come back on you. We'll just do Blade Turn. Yeah. Alright, I changed it up a bit. But the whole idea is I rush Apex Predator. rather than Tyrant, and I get Tyrant after Apex Predator. By the time before I get Tyrant, I'll get Growth Totem. I'll start off with a Living Guardian and go into I don't always get Demolitionist. Sometimes I just take off Living Guardian to get oh god, more people invited me at Rusty. Invite to party. But yeah, this Deathcrawler, I'm sure I could find a better card than Deathcrawler. Red Zone, I've actually never used this on this deck as well. But like I said, if I wanted to go, it's the Murdock snipe deck, so the idea is I'm to get a bunch of power, maybe like one-shot people across the map, using like Red Zone and Dune Winds. I have had times to get it, I just haven't switched the build up from a decent carry where that kind of builds this power up over time, and it just becomes ridiculous if I get my stacks up. And sometimes I even get rid of Tyrant. There's games where this game I had a good jungler, and it was like, I don't need to leave lane, so I got rid of Tyrant for I got rid of it for Vital Green Spring, which is a great sustain card. I was getting hurt pretty bad, but that's my deck right now. I think you've seen these three decks before. Don't think my crunch deck is that much different. I still put Thorn Jormy in here, even though it's out because I want it to come back. This is pretty standard. But my teammates need me, and this video's gone on long enough, guys. So what do you guys think of the state of the game, the whole tank carry? Yeah. I think I haven't honestly seen it used on me, the whole tank carry. But honestly, it can be disgusting. What you guys think about Quan and stuff? I don't know. Things are weird and fun and untasteful at times. There's a whole mixed bag of beans. I'm just looking for the good and bad beans, what everyone's been experiencing. So tell me what you guys think.